very best piece of advice, like keep grinding and know what you grinding for and know who you
Mm.
talking to. Like, be rapping, just don't be rapping. Like, know who your audience is.
Welcome to Urban Oasis Podcast. I'm your host, DeAndre Diamond.
And I'm
What's
co-host.
poppin'? What the deal is, baby? You know what the lick read, baby. How you feeling, man?
You know, man, I can't call it. It feels good to be back in office, man.
Yes,
Never a
sir. Yes,
dull moment.
sir. Hey, man. Never a dull moment is the truth, and nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth, baby. Hey, man. How you been?
I've been well, man. You know, it's been doing a lot of running around, just trying to get some things in order. But it's going.
Right on,
I
right
no
on.
complaints, man. How you been? Though? All is well.
Ah.
Have you been in that? Hey, I got some in the wind. You know, you been in that
Oh,
lab a little bit. You know, getting it.
hey,
Getting it in,
I ain't gonna lie,
releasing
son.
some of
Look,
that pressure, twin.
it's motherfucker. What Wednesday? It's
Yep.
Wednesday, and I'm already blue. It's Wednesday, and I'm blue. I'm ready to call it, tap out the whole little shit, dig, man. Nah, but
You
no,
like that?
it's been a blessing, man. You know, making it this far, man. Otherwise, just chilling. I just know, well, it's hot as hell outside. I'm already blue. I'm already over it the whole nine, man. I ain't been getting no sleep. I'm sitting here talking. I ain't been getting no sleep, but I love streaming and shit. Yeah, it don't add up. But no, everything been cool, man. Man, but you heading out to H Town in a minute, man. Ain't you? You finna head to the H Town, man. What you finna go? What you finna go do out there? Cause ain't nothing in the H Town but trouble.
Or food. It's all about the food.
Yeah,
A
that's what
wise
we
man
asked.
once.
What you eating? What you eating out there?
Ah, ah.
I ain't gonna be messy this early, man. I ain't gonna be messy this early, man.
Hey, I
But
like
no, man.
yams. You know, I like yams. You know, different combinations. Yams go with anything. You know, it's
Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
it's
ain't mad
crazy.
at you.
You feel that's
Houston, everything's big. Everything's big in Texas. So yams, it's out there. It's out there.
hey
It's out there,
man.
man. But yeah, man, this week has been it's been flying by, but at the same time, it's been dragging too. So ah, I got mixed emotions about it all. Mixed emotions about it all, man. But you excuse me. But it's at the same time, another one in the books. Bro, I just been on
So
robot mode. I ain't gonna lie to you.
like in regards to that, because I know we spoke about it briefly. It feels like that we working for free. We caught in a certain time loop. I
Mhm.
heard people reference simulation and stuff like that. So kind of like the Matrix. What's your thoughts and takes on those type of claims and stuff like that again?
I don't know. I ain't gonna tell you that I think we caught in the matrix. I do think we like in a sense of like I mean my whole claim is my whole thing. I be yelling Earth is ghetto. So I just think we just on a ghetto Earth. We just on a different this galaxy, this planet is definitely ghetto. But you know how that go. I don't know about the Matrix, the whole shindig. You feel me? You're
Yep.
so I don't know what you think. You believe in that we in the Matrix, the whole shindig? What you think?
I don't believe that we're in the Matrix, but I do believe that um the more that things happen, I things that I think things are set up to unconsequently happen, not the way that we think it to be. So what I'm saying is everything happens for a reason. A lot of people say they don't believe in coincidences, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, I say, man, God make no mistakes. I'm an open book though, bro. I got an open mind, bro. It's it do feel like it's not really enough time in the day. 24 hours don't merely seem enough. I know
Mhm.
for most people in at least America that's working like a standard 9 to 5 and stuff like that. You go to work. You do your um. You do your 5 days, 4 days, and then it feel like that first day. Let's say you off the weekends.
Mhm.
Let's say you off the weekends. On the weekends, that Saturday would pretty much be your only off day. That middle day. Because that Sunday you pretty much preparing for work. You pretty much preparing to do the things that you wasn't able. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you try to squeeze in to be on that Saturday, Friday, unless if you do some overtime, unless you get out of there a little early, you typically be a little bit winded, tired, and whatnot and stuff like that. So it's just it's kind of like an endless loop, man. Honestly, um, what's your thoughts on like us as man, right? Since we were young, just switching gears a bit. Since we was young, we was told like to suck it up and just take things not only as they come, but shit, you know what I'm saying? Like don't cry, and stuff like that. Do you believe that man should be able to? Do you think that man should filter those things more? Do you think that we should be able to have that space to be able to let those things out? How important is it to have to be able, to do those things and stuff like that? Do you think that that's the reason why a lot of guys are crashing out because they don't have that outlet, they don't have that person, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about that?
I mean, honestly, I believe when it comes to like having that that outlet or like speaking, I think what's important is brotherhood, friends. Like a lot of people would be like, well, women is different. You know what I mean? Because women, they crash out or whatever the case is. They don't really hold friendship long at all. You feel me? Women. So when it comes to men, I believe that's important to have another, uh, whether it's brethren, whether it's a brother, cousin, friend, whatever. I think that's important just because it allows you to, because when you got so much, whether it's emotion, whatever you want to call it, you have so much of that. You need another male in a sense to be able to understand you, because women ain't gonna understand it. Women may take it as, this is an emotional man, or this is a bitch of a man, or whatever the case may is, whatever it is. But I think it's important to have that outlet, that ability to be able to converse with another fellow brethren and be able to, chop it up in that, excuse me, in that way. Uh, so yeah, I think it's just more like having that space in reality, because women don't, obviously you can't. It's a lot of things we won't chop it up with a woman about. You won't even discuss with a woman, whether it's feelings, emotion. You would take it, you feel me, take it to the grave. You'll deal with it weekly, monthly, whatever the case is, and you would put it all on your back. Now certain things as men will sit there and be like, we may say a few things like what we just won't tolerate, you feel me, from a woman, but we ain't gonna never share our true feelings. You feel me? We just gonna, we are just nipping the bud of certain things we don't tolerate. So you ain't gonna disrespect me, you ain't gonna talk too crazy, to whatever the case is, you ain't gonna do these things, but I'm not really sharing my emotions with you. You feel me? I'm not really venting in a certain kind of way. And that's why I think it's important to have that with a brother, and at least, whether it's a peer, uncle, father. A lot of people don't even have their fathers in their lives, which is a shame. But me personally, I didn't have, I don't know my father honestly. So it's like at this point, I have brethrens in my corner. You feel me? You yourself, um, my older brother, my boys at the gig. You feel me? Like Martine, Joe, all these folks. You know what I mean? A lot of people that I got in my that I can conversate with if I need to, uh, on that level. So I think it's important to have it for sure.
No, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood is important. It's definitely, underestimated, like the power of it. I was having a conversation like this. I asked somebody that that pretty much had all sisters, and he was saying that he wished he would have grew up with a brother just to experience it, and it is no power like it. You know what I'm saying? Rather it's your direct brother, rather it's could be like an acquaintance that ended up becoming a brother, whatever that may look like. But like you said, man, it's like that internal battle that's obviously ongoing and shit is constant, but we know how we feel. You know what I'm saying? And the world is real fucked up now, and it's a lot. Sometimes it could be too much, or it could feel like that it's too much. For one man, to handle and stuff like that. I think that again that it definitely is important, and it is unfortunate because your father, like you say, you don't really have a relationship with him. The relationship with my father is still like a work in progress to this day. He wasn't really there at all. I mean, he was there, but he had like a departure pretty much when I was young, so that led to him really not being physically there. So is this that I believe that that's one of the main issues and key components that's missing in the homes today. It's a strong, credible source, a strong, reliable man, like a strong example. You know what I'm saying? To look up to, like I want to be like my father. You know what I'm saying? Because our mothers can only do so much, or the woman in our life can only do so much that we love and mourn for. But it's it
Yeah,
matters,
yeah,
man.
100%.
It definitely matters, man, for
Yeah,
sure.
women can only teach. I believe a woman can only teach her son how to be a good woman, if that makes sense. Like you can't teach my lady can't teach my son how to be a good man or a great man. It's impossible. If I leave today, if whatever the case is, she it's just impossible for her to, because she's not a man. She don't know what it's like. She don't know the attributes and all these things of a man and how to greet a man and how to take how to certain things, just a lot of things that women just haven't experienced in life from a man aspect. So it's definitely completely different when it comes to that. So I don't know. I think it's important for sure. Like every person in a home has a role, whether it's from the mom, father, brother, sister, older brother, younger sister, whatever the case. Everybody play a role, and I think that's important to have a healthy family, healthy environment, the whole nine. Yeah, I mean that's real important. So it's insane how like a lot of these families, nowadays families are missing one or the other, one of those important roles, which is unfortunate for sure. And then like I see a lot of what's crazy to me, bro. I see a lot of like the homeless is like the population of the homeless is getting so big, and it's crazy. Like it'd be young folks of us 18, 19, 22, 24. And you could tell if they fresh out on homeless, whether it's drugs. You just most 9 times out of 10 is drugs, right? 9.9% is 99% is drugs. But uh that's crazy. You feel me? Because and it could have been a lace blunt. It could have been anything. But at the same time, it's like,
It's going
you know what I
it's gonna
mean?
sound messed up, right?
Go ahead.
I
I mean, wait,
like
hold on, right? Hold on. I'm not trying. You, but go ahead.
it. Ah,
he gonna say it's gonna sound messed up. It's fucked up.
it
But go
it
ahead.
is
I'm just
right.
talking. Go ahead.
It is like a very like unfortunate situation. I actually got some things in store and plans that I don't really want to reveal in regards
Okay.
to that right now. But
Yeah, yeah.
more so to what you were saying, you know, it is very unfortunate seeing how quick something could turn. One wrong drink, one wrong, decision, one wrong. Oh, I didn't feel like going out tonight. I'm gonna go out with them anyway. How
Mhm.
that can change everything. You know what I'm saying? Or just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Or at the right
Right.
time because everything happens for a reason. Shit. I was saying that, it is messed up too because sometimes I look at them situations and I look at it and I say to myself, things could be worse. You know what I'm saying? Not, and I say that from a place of humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of
Mhm.
the time I be so hard on myself, and you tend to forget again how grateful you feel me
Yeah.
until you go without something or until you see something like that in 4K and in person. That's when you really start appreciating things different. And my heart always mourns out for them because there was times where even myself where I needed somewhere to lay my head and stuff like that. And it's different. People treat you different. People look at you different. People act like you a disease. People treat you like, you the villain. And I'm glad we actually on this topic because You know what I'm saying, man? As I was saying, like in the last pod, you the villain in somebody's story.
You the villain in somebody's story for sure.
So
100%.
you gotta embrace your story. You gotta embrace your journey. Accept the good with the bad, and 100%. Believe in yourself. And I truly believe that if you work the hardest that you could possibly work, you can
Mm,
get out of anything. And you know that if you still alive and you still standing, if you still able to go out and have the ability to possess such things, that in itself is a testament. You know what I'm saying
mm,
to your higher. You know what I'm saying. But a lot of people know it's just a matter of something click and switches for everybody, right?
right.
Something happens in life, you know, or they placed in a situation where they just gotta act accordingly. So, but my heart goes out to them. Going back to the homeless and
Let me not to cut you off because my brain racing. It's going 1,000 miles per minute. You had said earlier, and I'm gonna ask a question, and then the chat. I know the chat watching, the guys that's watching. I'm gonna need y'all input too. But first, I'm gonna ask it to you. You had said earlier, I be writing shit now, but you said everything happens for a reason, right? Now,
yeah.
just hit me out. That's a touchy to me. It's crazy and touchy because it's like, okay, everything happens for a reason. What about those people who say, what about those rape victims? What about those, you know, those, those people who died in battle and like, you know what I mean? What about all those things? What about those unfortunate hit and runs? When you say everything happened, can you clarify on that?
Yeah, I mean, to those victims, I'm gonna make sure that I reiterate it. I'm taking the segments. So starting, with the rape victims, anybody that was raped, I really hope that they could find peace. I really hope that the person that victimized them and did such foul acts, again, they deserve how it was in the medieval times to be stoned, put in front of the village, it'd be
Mm,
punished, burned. Everyone take turns doing 1,000 cuts and whatnot, including
right,
children.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you should never stoop so low
Mm,
to those incident victims and everything else. It is unfortunate, bro, because that's just the patriarchy of things, and that's why I be telling people you gotta always focus on you and your situation. You know what I'm saying? And look at instead of not saying them, not calling them. You know what I'm saying? But just speaking generally, like you gotta look at things and say, what is it trying to teach me? Instead of like wiring the brain, like like why me? You know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard, and I know a lot of the time you're gonna want those answers. A lot of the
mm,
time things happen. You stump your toe in the bed. Why the hell did I? Why did couldn't folks
right.
next door stump his toes? You know what I'm saying? But
Mm,
everything do happen for a reason, though. I mean, I just believe that it's just the way that things were set in stone. Shit, I was in the grocery store the other day. I lost a huncho. I think I was telling you about this. I was so
oh
sorry,
yeah,
and it's like I for a split second thought, why me? And I was finna use that motherfucker for something else. But then it's like I should have been took precaution, put it
yeah.
in my do whatever. So it's like things happen, man. People are you got people that's sometimes get a little bit more leeway than others, unfortunately. But it's just how it is.
Mm. So, you're not necessarily saying that they deserve it.
No, they don't
You
deserve it.
saying what?
They don't deserve it. It's just the balance in like a sense of nature. Unfortunately, it's
Mm,
you feel me,
yeah.
things in order for this world, like this realm, like the flow, it has to be some chaos with some good. So it has to be some people that's you feel me that might have a little bit more, that may be a little bit more fortunate or not, like experience such things,
Hmm.
like on that pole, opposed to those that's had it a bit harder, tougher, been through a little bit more traumatic things. Because if everyone like it was a show that I watched. It's called The Order. I watched it twice. Very good. And it was a scene towards the end where it was like this demon or something that came from hell, and he took away everyone's pain, and the world collapsed. It was you know, everybody was happy, everybody was, and it wasn't the same. You feel me? Because you know that's one of the sharpest and most powerful, you know, building blocks is you know, pain, love, and shit like that. You know, so when you
No.
strip those things away, we're looking at a whole different order of things. Like everything that happened to you and me, we wouldn't be who we are. It's
100%.
safe to say that we probably wouldn't even be on this panel doing what we do now if those things didn't transpire, inform
100%.
us, and encourage us to, you know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, things like that has to happen too, you know?
So
Make-
we got a couple people in the viewers. We got a couple viewers. So we got our boy Terrence Hall. He say, rather you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And that goes back to what you just said.
I put a
You're a
star on
villain in
that too.
somebody's story. Yeah, you're a villain in
I don't
somebody's
know
story, which is it's facts.
that quote. I first heard that quote from one of my, you know, from the Batman trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I heard it. Harvey Dent said it. That's after he got his shit split open, you know, his
Yeah.
face. Yeah, I'm saying. Uh, Actually, no, that was before he got his face split open. I stand corrected. Now that I think about it, but that's actually one of the last times we seen Harvey at his self. You know, he was trying to fix the city. He ended up getting kidnapped, and then he
Mhm.
got, you know. But you know, it's true, man.
And then we got our boy Mr. Dropovich. He say shit happens for a reason, but at times the evil in the world is going to destroy life. Distort life. You
What's
agree
your
with
what's
that?
the,
Say it again.
yeah, yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like it has to be a balance. Evil is important. There can't be any good without bad. Like it's no light without darkness.
Now,
Like
and I don't want to get off too spiritual because I've actually had a talk I think way early months ago. What actually I want to say was with Mr. Dropovich in regards to spirituality and all that. We just fun talks and all that in a sense. But do you believe that's a spiritual thing, that the balance, or do you think that's just like an earthly thing? Or what do you think that's? You think that what is that? Why does Earth or this planet that we live on cause or need to have the cause of the balance of good and bad?
'cause I believe too that everything is energy, and as you know, energy can't exactly be destroyed; it has to be transformed and transmitted somewhere else. So the spiritual realm, like they say, cash is king. The spirit realm is king, and that is the real deal. It's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that we don't see,
Mhm.
and you know, in order for that, because I feel like it should, if the spirit realm collapses, so do ours. Because just like our bodies are just vessels,
Mhm.
and you know, we will transcend to wherever we go next, and then we will see a little bit more behind the scenes and stuff like that. Same thing where we pretty much came from shit before. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
But it has to be, you know, that good, you know, and evil though. I
And
believe that yeah, for sure.
do you believe? Who do you believe? Do you think this the balance of Earth just happens naturally? Do you think it's just like what I mean? Like you had mentioned human nature, or I guess like earlier, like that's just a natural balance. So you think that's just happening on our own? Like we know, oh, folks got to die, or some, or this plant has to get replanted. You see what I'm saying? Like, do you think that's just natural? Is it planned, or what do
It
you
is.
think?
It is natural. It has to evolve. You know, like a lot of the fossils and other things that happen. That doesn't
So,
mean that it should happen simultaneously. How it happened, right? But it
right,
has to.
okay, so wait, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. Are you saying that it shouldn't? Is this? It's not necessarily the right timing, but it is the right thing that is supposed to happen.
Yes, kind of like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Like anything else, it has to go through that phase, through those different, you know,
Right, right, okay, that's valid.
modules,
Okay,
and stuff like that. No, 100%.
okay. Yeah, I mean,
Cause you see, like cars, like it's AI,
I
like
don't know.
it's like you say, it get the race, and we could really go so many different
Yeah,
directions
because
with
I
this,
get
you know.
because in my opinion, I would just this is just me. Hear me out. Do I feel like everything happens for a reason? Yes, but to a certain degree. Like I'm not gonna say it needs. 7 people need to die for 70 people to live. I'm not gonna say that, but if I put it in layman's terms or simple terms, for that matter, simple terms, if one has to get unalived for the bus to make it home with 50 people on there, it makes sense. Like, that just makes sense. Okay, give Sandy up for the 60 people that's on the bus. I can save 60 people or have 60 casualties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make it that simple, but I don't. It's never that simple. You see what I'm saying? And unless we're talking like the butterfly. You know what I mean, we talking about insects. So you mean like animals. So you mean like, okay, lions eat rabbits or whatever the hell they eat. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's simple. That's expected, if that makes sense. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's expected in that world, in the the animal kingdom. But in this world, it's not expected to be like, oh man, take out so and so and so and so for 15 other people to live.
Again, that go back to what we was talking about though. That don't mean that they deserved it,
Okay.
and that shouldn't have happened. Generally speaking though, the hardest choices, they require the strongest will.
100%.
And it takes a certain type of, you know,
Mr.
person to be.
Mr. Mr.
I,
Dropovich
I was just
said,
reading that too.
yeah, he say, he said, my bad, just got me a dub. He must be on that new Battlefield or either COD. That's probably the only two things that he getting dubs, and he ain't getting dubs and nothing else. Trust me, nothing else. I'm talking shit, but he say, just got me a dub. But it's just the balance of the world. Some people call it good versus evil. Other people call it yin and yang. God versus the devil. I mean, different religions name it different things. Name it differently. But overall, the concept keeps things in balance. My question is, okay, let me ask you this, Mr. Dropovich. Who said that? Is there a creator that set that balance? Is it the way of the orbit? You know what I mean? Like the galaxy? Like, who said that? You know what I mean? Is it like the sun and the moon? When the sun goes down, the moon come up? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's my question for you. So I'll give you time to type it. Who set the balance? Or who set that up? Why he cook up his answer for that one? Hey, you still we get that. Speaking of that, not to while we wait on that answer, we get that Dark Vader joint from.
Me?
Yeah.
I think it was Hobby Lobby. I don't know. I had it like 2 years. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. I got to get some more Vader merch.
More, like, definitely for the back, yeah.
I'm becoming more of a Star Wars fan, bro. Shit by the day, and I haven't played in like a week. I got to get back on there though. Definitely will be streaming that soon.
It's definitely. Nah, I see you on stream the other day on that. You was putting in work.
I have my boy Pat. Hey, what I say, soon as I switch and I get Vader, bro, instantly I get to choking. Vader a tank, bro. He just different, bro.
My system been down. Well, my system went out. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. At least like 3-4 weeks ago. I've been hurt. When I say hurt, gang, I've been crushed. Motherfucker got no outlet, pent up aggression, all kind of shit. But no, man, I've been hurt, dog. I've been having to. I ain't gonna go there. I almost lay low behind them doors just for the extra, just because I ain't got my game. See, look, there it is. I ain't even finna go in there. So my boy,
see, I'm reading the comments, see, and that's why.
Let me start. All right, so we got my boy Terrence Hall. He say somebody. Well, it's the way of the world, and then he said somebody bought it for him. Oh, somebody bought that picture for you. Who? We're gonna tap back into that. Give me a second. But Mr. Dropovich, the answer we've been waiting on right here. He says a higher being or power throughout time, different Why? I passed 5th grade. So, I can read. I promise y'all. I can read. It's just hold on, gang. Let me get this out. It's going to piss me off. A higher being or power throughout time, different civilizations and religions. I'm never trying that shit again. He gonna say you stay with it. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. It's crazy because I was trying to pronounce it right, and then I could see the views on the screen. It dropped views while I was trying to. Oh, my fault, y'all. But no, he gonna say hooked on phonics. You stay winning pronunciation, bro. No, it's been a movie though. But no, I agree. A higher being or power definitely set it throughout times. You know, like you say, we got different. We definitely got. It's something deep in that, but you know, nonetheless, I wanted to ask. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, what do you think? Do you think it's ever a valid time to crash out?
To crash out? I crash out every day. I
Let
think
me
every
more.
day.
Let me be more specific.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think that when is it a valid time, or do you think it's ever valid to crash out over a woman? Your wife, your
Okay,
lady,
so look,
your
I'm
daughter.
gonna tell you
Cause
like
see,
this.
it's different.
I'm married, right, gang? So it's a little different. I don't crash out too much in a sense, but I do crash out over certain shit she say. Like, and what I mean by that is, bro, like she need, like, I be pissed, like on how she word shit. Don't word shit a certain kind of way. You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I'm like, just not too long ago. So my son's birthday coming up, right? And I'm like, okay. A couple days ago, she like, can you order a cake or something like that? So my boy, Joe, his lady got a cake company, whatever the case is. But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put in an order. Ooh, the third, right? Nigga, be busy, cool, right? I understand. She know I be busy with the third, so I do forget shit. But then it ain't nothing like, you feel me. But long story short, she go today. She go like, she came from store, some shit like that, and then she tell me everything, whatever, you feel me. And she go, oh, I ordered a cake. I'm like, huh? You told me to order a cake. Why would you tell me to order a cake just for you to turn around and go to the store and order a cake? Well, you know, what she say? She say some shit like, it's a backup or some shit just in case you fail, right? So I'm like, hold on. It threw me off, gang, because it's like fail. There certain words you don't use. You feel me? Now I understand you may not meant it like. Hold on, twin. Let me get these motherfuckers out my background. Twin. Hold on.
Are you straight? I'll take it from here, right? I, in a sense, I mean, I'm gonna let bro finish, cause I'll get carried away. But
All right, my fault.
I'm gonna let bro finish
See,
his
I
point.
be that's what I'm saying. I can't, boy. I be going off. But no. So long story short, it's just like certain words. You feel me? Like, don't you could have phrased it different. And you may not have, like I said, you may not have meant it like, oh, I expect you to fail, but it's like wording. You feel me? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Or it's a little bit of what you say too. But you know what I mean? You feel me? Like, you can just kind of like, it's certain things, there's certain ways to properly address things. You feel me? Like, I tell every woman, you can get any man in the world to do exactly what you want them to do. Definitely if y'all married, y'all locked in, or y'all ain't gotta be married, y'all can be locked in. You feel me? Like that. And she can get him to do exactly what she want him to do, just how she uses her tongue. Because a woman has the most powerful part on a woman's body is her mouth. Not, you know, not that, but I'm just saying for, you know, word wise. but I'm just saying for, like, far as voicing, you know what I mean, voicing her, because she can get certain things, you know what I mean? It's how she say it. Whether she, oh baby, look, hey, oh, you know, how did the, you know what I mean? I don't know. She could have brought it a way different way. So I addressed it right there. Like, what you mean? You banking on a nigga failure and like, cause it's just certain words that that don't, you feel me, resonate with me. Whether it's my past trauma or whatever the case may be. Coming up, growing up as a kid, I always felt like a failure. Whatever the case may be, you just never know. So it's just about how you address certain situations. But yeah, that's the only time I really crash out. Just certain words get used. Like, oh, what you mean? That's my crash out. But otherwise, it's like I don't really crash. I don't say crash out.
You on the stove, right? You on the stove, with the wife.
Right.
A gentleman walk past.
Hold on. Let's pause this because I'm gonna go to I'm gonna put the comments. I will put the comments on the what's the name for a little bit, just for a little bit. Hold on.
I can't, bro. This is stupid, dude.
You hear that? You hear that, T-Roy?
Bro, he is fucking stupid, bro.
Hey,
he is stupid.
That's right.
Hey, look.
But my boy Wiz Q45, he say, hold on, before we get to, he say, not valid. You shouldn't let words break your character. I agree, but it's different when it comes from somebody who you trust at a certain degree. I trust her not to dig into my past and make me feel a certain kind of way. I trust her to be charismatic and understand how, because she trusts me to speak to her a certain kind of way. So I trust her to speak to me a certain kind of way. I trust her to take accountability to my feelings, just like she trusts me to take accountability and care for her feelings. So I think it's different it's not really about breaking character. It's about your partner. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not breaking character. It's like you breaking the trust or the bond we have or the covenant we have that, like you said, you wouldn't, speak to me that way because I ain't gonna speak to you, or I ain't gonna raise my hand at you. I ain't gonna hit you. So why should you push and point your finger? Certain things. So it's not really like breaking character when you have a certain covenant or bond with the. If it's different if it's my girlfriend or little hoe I'm fucking with. Ooh, okay, this shit is just like, I'm fucking with this hoe with. But it's just more of, this is you different. You feel me? We walk down the aisle. You feel me? I say my vows, you say yours. You say you'll never use words and then it's simply me reminding you, hey, you said this, and that was kind of, what you mean? I fit, and then that gives you the moment to address. That gives her the moment to address. Be like, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. This is how I meant it, and now I get to accept it. Like, okay, you know what? Damn, I was tripping. So it's not about breaking character. It's about addressing what's on the table. Go ahead. What you saying?
No, I agree. It's
yeah. I mean, it's different when you get to that level. I mean, like I say, you have to be. I mean, and Wiz Q. Let me ask you this, Wiz Q. If you're still in there, and like I say, you can send a message when you're ready. Are you married? Girlfriend, boyfriend? What you got? You let me know the status right now, and then I got a question after your status. But go ahead. What you saying, Twin? Why we wait on that?
If y'all in the store with y'all lady, right? Let's just say, give or take, and shit, you feel me? A guy acts like a guy, like like a standard guy, and you feel disrespected. He's trying to get at your lady, or she might be giggling or laughing too much, whatever the case. Like, when you crash out over a girl, like in that sense, do you feel like it's ever valid to crash out over your woman? Kind of like.
Did you say she entertained it?
Let's say she was entertaining. Like, would you let? Because see, me personally, right? I'm gonna let the girl choose. Now, if he overly being too disrespectful, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna feel like that I've been threatened, which I don't take those lightly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it, like you say, it depends on the level that we at.
Yeah,
you don't want to.
That's the biggest thing.
You don't want to get tricked out position. And when I say let her choose, I want to clarify. I'm not competing.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, clarify that part for me.
Because when I say let her choose, I more so speak directly because I love to test women. Women love to test men. So if we on that level, let's say I'm rocking with a chick and this ain't just a little fling, I'll probably purposely put her in those situations. Not saying that I sent this dude to go do that on my behalf, but I want to see how she act in these situations. you need to see her perform in these situations. I feel like before you think about taking her serious, you need to see these things and see how she conducts herself. Is she gonna still act like a lady? She gonna still keep it P? You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I mean, you really don't know who you. And over time, you know these things. But going back to what I was saying about clarifying, I
Mm,
would never compete over no woman. Let me just make that very clear. You feel me?
right.
It's either me or him. If you want him, if you got to second guess it, he can have you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You feel me?
Um, I'll say this, twin.
But there's a lot of guys, you know, that's locked up, right, behind
Yeah.
women. You might have walked this up. Let me ask that type of okay.
Huh,
I guess that'd be a better example for you and the guys to shit that's in the chat. Y'all
okay.
walk
Yeah,
in,
I'm gonna let you do that because I
y'all
want to
y'all
say something, but it don't. Yeah.
yeah. Yo, you walk in, you coming from a long day at work, right?
Hmm.
Your bed, your couch, she getting
Right.
it in with another man. Would you crash out? I guess that's the best
Oh yeah.
example
Yeah.
I could.
100%.
Okay,
I
it
mean,
depends
because
on the
but the
situation.
story is different because what I'm hearing you said in the beginning is we can, and correct me if I'm wrong. You say you put women in those positions
Sometimes
sometimes you don't mind testing a woman and putting her in that position, right?
I love to see them because again, you let a woman talk long enough, she gonna tell on herself. Or if you see
100%.
her in these situations, you feel what I'm saying? Because I could think of her in a different light. We know uh um temporary bonding or whatever standard I hold her to, that could be negated.
Right.
When I see you feel me, you never know until you see them in those situations. You know what I'm saying?
uh but if you bring a thirsty horse to water, you tell it not to drink, what you think it's gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like, for instance, let's say she did it vice versa. Let's say your woman, the shorter you with, or whatever the case is, you know what I mean, you've been rocking with her 2 months and some change. You really feeling shorty, right? She really feeling you. Y'all doing your thing, and she set something up. She have a little house party, whatever, little kickback, whatever you want to call it, right? Let's say she has 7.5 looks. You know what I mean? Statue 7.5, right? Let's say her best friend a 9, right? Her best friend a 9, and she sent her best friend a horse or try to, you know what I mean, touch on woo. Now you have to be a stand-up man, right? Whether you take sips, you knocking back a little tip, whatever the case, you have to be a stand-up man. I don't know if you gonna feel some kind of way, but me personally, don't test me. Don't, in a sense, I'm not saying don't test me like I might go for it, but I'm just saying in a sense, don't put me in that position. Because if you don't trust me, just don't trust me in the beginning. Like don't play both sides in a sense. You feel me? Because I want you to come in it. If I know you don't trust easy, you don't rock it. You hear me? Trust got to be earned, but don't put me up on the fence with my back against the wall like that, where I gotta earn your trust like this. It's different. Let me break your trust, or let me fuck up. You see what I'm saying? Let me do that. But when you put somebody in that position, and they may perform well, but me personally, if I perform well and I peak what just happened, I know that's your best friend. I know she just came on and I play her. You feel me? I do. You know, man, I win. I do what I'm supposed to do as the man. But now I'm gonna come back to you and I'm gonna be like, you feel me? I'm gonna be thinking like, okay, but this ain't no, you feel me? Test two. It's just I'm gonna let you fuck you. You gonna you know the saying. You make
I
your bed, you
guess
gonna lay in it.
so. I guess y'all, because I'm seeing the comments too a little bit.
Hold on. Oh yeah. So let's read. Let's see. So Wiz Q say, well, no, my boy Terrence Hall say, if she entertained it, you get on her ass. It's not his. My boy Wiz Q say, not married, man, but it's an understanding that as humans, you can slip from time to time. I don't know about that. Cause we talking about that to keep tapped in. Then Terrence Hall say, my boy T Hall say, ain't no point in putting her in them positions, twin. What happened in the dark gonna come to the light anyways. Valid. You see, that's what I'm saying. What happens, it's gonna reveal itself. If no matter what deity, God, whatever you believe in, no matter what, it's just reality. It's gonna come to the light. And then Wiz Q say, of course, seeing another man touch what's yours, will send any man over the top. 100% valid. I just not you can I can't come into my crib and see that. You feel me? I would react better if I called him off on the phone. You feel me? Seeing some little message, I can react a little better. It's like, okay, all right, cool. But me coming in seeing it with my eyes, I can't tell you, twin, that I'm gonna be like, both of y'all get your shit, get out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody fuck around, leave with some holes in them, or some, I don't know, right? And then he say a 9. That's where I come in. You think on a 9, that's where I come in. I already know. But no, man. So no, it's crazy. So let me ask you this: if you was in a position, right? Let's say your girl, you feel me? Let's say y'all been rocking, whatever the case is. You in a position, your girl, you know what I mean? You see her in a store, you feel me? Something, let's just say somebody with a little bit more stature, crazy muscles, tatted, you know what I mean? Handsome young fella, handsome man, you feel me? He come in, he walk past, oh, hey, how you doing, Suharu? I'm sorry, man, you look beautiful. And you from a distance. And all you see her, she ain't even really entertaining. She just, oh, hey, thank you, man, thank you. Oh, you look good yourself, this, that, and the third. How you feeling? Like, what's your response to that? How you feel and what's your response?
See, that's what I was saying, right?
Mm.
You always misinterpreting a bit.
Oh, okay,
I
sorry.
wouldn't purposely like. What I'm saying is, I need to see her in these situations. Now, I did say that sometimes.
Oh, hold on. Let me get them together. We
Yeah,
good?
hold on. Let me make sure that you're decent.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay, we decent.
It's a little bit blurry, but shit. I was saying like I definitely need to see her in them situations. So I agree with y'all, right? I don't really like doing games. I'm very bold, upfront, and direct.
Mm-hmm.
We not doing all that kid shit. We grown as hell. So don't test me or play with my intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the same time, seeing her in the store and me with being back from a distance, this is something that I want to see, 100%. So what I would do is, I want to see it play out. I'm not gonna step in or address it at all. She's her own woman. How I don't go through phones, I wouldn't step in and try to like diffuse or do any of that. Body language is everything. I wouldn't crash out. It'd be a conversation that we would definitely have after the fact. You feel what I'm
Mm.
saying? I want to see exactly how that happened. Physical touch, the way she looking at him, how long ago. That's where I was going with it. That's the type of stuff that I need to see.
I
That's
don't
the type
know,
of stuff
twin.
that that's
Like,
the type of stuff shit that I want to
I'll
see
say it like
because
this.
you know
That's crazy. Because I don't know. I don't know why you want to see that. I ain't gonna like. I say only
because
why I don't want to see.
I need if she's to be right at some
Mhm.
point everything has to be revealed. What
100%.
happens in the dark will come to the light. But if I've never seen her in these type of situations, how
Mhm.
can I know that she is the one? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I can't be everywhere with her at once. She can't
Right.
be everywhere with me at once,
Right.
right? But before I just jump the gun just off of pure infatuation, whatever, and we've been dealing with each other for a couple months, okay,
Mhm.
I've never seen you in it. Like again, as I said before, I feel like ultimately you never really know a girl, a lady, a woman, until you live with her, you have a kid with her, or you've been in a life or death situation with her.
Mhm.
These different little things, these are things that you need to see. That's until I have at least one of those. You feel what I'm saying? See how she acts around family, among other morals and you know stuff like that. That would be the difference. If I can upgrade her,
Mm.
is she wife material? Is she, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I
Because
don't know.
it's difficult, bro. It's a saying like she looked, she took. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
But put it like this to her, because I see where you hit it. Not to cut you off. I just got to get this
yeah,
out because, for instance, just I only can speak from my experience, my what I mean, my situation, my life. Right. When I leave the room, that woman is just another version of me. Right. So I expect her to hold the same principles that I hold the room up to. You see what I'm saying? Like when I'm not there, it's like I'm still there because she's going to be a reflection of me, no matter what. See what I'm saying? So if I expect you now, you saying and able for her to get upgraded to marriage or whatever case may be, or you have to go through some of those things. Like you got to live with her, all those things. So how can that happen if you ain't gonna never you're trying to chase the, you see what I'm saying, that expectation or that test before you even, how are you gonna get to the live and all that? You see what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna really know her until you do one of these three things: life or death, baby, or live. You ain't gonna never get that far because you see what I'm saying? Like how are you getting to that point?
Shit.
How are you getting to the live and without, because you're too busy trying to test, but you can't test without
orientation. I let things
orientation. Valid. Okay, let's catch some of these comments. So Terrence say, walking in the crib on that, I'm smoking everybody. I and that's what I'm saying. That could happen 100%. And then he say, no, you don't, twin. It's always another nigga, just like it's always another female. That's reality and crazy. Wiz Q say, acting out over a man giving your girl a compliment is childish, only because you're winning.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
I agree. See, I agree to disagree, but agree.
I wouldn't flash. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, it depends on how this shit happen, how this shit end. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, let's just take it a 7-6, whatever the fuck, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, your woman is supposed to be a reflection of you. She's supposed to be your partner. They supposed to look at her with the same respect as you, especially when you're not there. Especially. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of when you're dealing with an attractive woman or just a woman in general, there's gonna be guys that's gonna try to shoot their shot and that's gonna try to test your woman. It's just what it is. So that's why I think you could correlate that to just canceling out noise altogether with whatever you're trying to do, because you can't stop every nigga that's trying to talk to your girl. You can't stop every doubter or hater that got something to say about you. That's why it's really not. I think that it's really just like a order and change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At some point, one of those things is, gonna transpire. It might not be a store situation. Damn sure ain't gonna be you walking in on like a situation like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is, but like at some point, you feel me? Some situation might just happen. But that's why, like, I guess a way to prime example, right? It's a bit off topic, but it's not. My ex, when she woke up one day and expressed to me that she lost all feelings and I thought everything was good and everything was not good, apparently, I wasn't really that hurt. Not because what I invested into it wasn't real. It was because I expected it to happen shit in the first place. And I'm never that far, you know what I'm saying, to where I'm oblivious of a comment like T-Bone said could happen. When it's always another, you know what I'm saying? When you have one, you do have one, for sure. And that is the goal, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, in reality, I'm a realist. Anything could happen. So just mentally preparing and looking forward to, that's just basically what I'm saying.
Like, that's crazy, because I wanted to say so much on that, but then I'm gonna go a long way. I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna leave it alone on what I'm finna say. When I feel like, my opinion, I feel like when you prepare, it's okay to prepare for the worst when you are dealing with that. But if I'm preparing on, let's say, my lady to cheat on me, I got 100% in my brain. If I'm using 30% to prepare her to cheat on me and me to have my shit ready and go, that's taking up 30% of my shit. Where the 70 has to be split through my life, my personal, kids, whatever, all these things, make myself happy, all these things, and that 30 it's already carved out just for if she decide to leave.
But that's
right, or if she decide to cheat or something, whatever the case may be. See what I'm saying? Like, it takes so much of your person to even have that prepared and ready. I mean, it's like you can simply be like, you know what, it is what it is. When it reveals itself, it reveals itself. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with preparing your emotions in a sense, like, okay, well, you know what, I love this person, but if the person betrayed me, okay, I know how to react to betrayal.
That's exactly what I'm saying though.
Oh, okay, because I feel like, okay,
That's exactly what I'm saying though. Like
okay,
it's not really like that's what I'm saying. So like when I'm dealing with a chick, I really I don't gear my mind in the sense of that's what I'm saying. Like I know in the back of my head that that the reality of it is unfortunately something could happen. But what I'm saying is I accept that on the fence and on the front yard, so it don't
it
hurt
won't be a
me.
part.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Obviously
yeah.
it hurt me
So
and it
you're not,
still like
one
affected.
foot in, 1 foot out. Long
No,
story
I'm
short,
all like I say,
you're gonna be all in. Okay,
that's the
got it.
reason why I be dolo because either we here or we not here. I don't do the whole in between monkey in the middle. I'm
Mhm.
confused, you confused. What's up? What we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'ma give you, in a sense, the better version of me. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this work. At the same time, I'm agreeing in a sense and saying too that I understand that that can happen, but I rather put, like you said, more of my energy on the good side, obviously, opposed to the bad because that is draining, and
Hmm.
that can be narcissistic. That's when the blaming come in. I don't really get into doing you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. But I'm just saying that generally speaking, I know the reality of it. It's a you can't predict anything. I know that
Right.
it's a possibility that it happened, but that's something that I'm acknowledging. But you know,
I'm not gonna put no real thought into sense of like, okay, how should I leave? How should I
yeah, that's what
get
I'm
my
saying. That's what I was telling
50,000
her, like,
saved? Okay.
cause she was surprised. Like when I told her, I said, why you think I got over you so quick? It wasn't the fact that obviously I still care for her deeply. I still think about her periodically. Truth be
Mhm.
told, those real feelings they don't just change.
Yeah, they don't
You know what
just
I'm saying?
disappear, change.
Yeah, they don't just go away. That's something you have to deal with, accept and go through the trials and like the
Hmm.
healing process. But I had that thought, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Hmm.
like I wasn't like, oh, I fucked up and sad for months talking and oh, this shit keep niggas gonna finna
Yeah,
keep working. I'm finna channel that's what I'm saying. So if anything, I like to look at that more in a positive light, you know what I'm saying? And not because like you say, and I agree too. If you already and that's what I was saying on the old thing when with the misconception about me, like if you already think I'm this bad person, I'm already this villain. Most girls say I'm a hoe and all of this other shit. We already failed to begin with. If
yeah,
you gonna let anybody come in, be able to come between us, because if we really here, nothing should come between and nothing should stop that. You should be
yeah.
defending my name, and it should be a lot like it should be honoring that, bro. But a lot of people, and that's how I move. But I know a lot of what I'm saying. So,
Wiz Q
yeah,
say, Wiz Q45 says, your preparation of reality is your actual. Oh Jesus, I can't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't pass the fifth grade. Your preparation of reality is your actuality. If you look for it, think about failure, it's more likely to happen. Agreed. 100%
agree,
agree. If
agree.
if you think about failure, yeah, and I tell my wife that every day. We have to speak positive. You know what I mean, whether you feel like something ain't going your way, whatever the case is, or whatever it may be. Um, you just got to speak positive. You have to understand that, you know what I mean, bad shit happen. You know what I mean, yeah, everything ain't gonna, you ain't gonna, and I tell my kids this as well, you ain't gonna make every parade. You just can't make every parade. You can't make every A. You can't make every 100%. Sometimes you will have a shortcoming or whatever case may be, but proper preparations prevents poor performance. We all know that one. So with that being said, just keep pushing. Yeah, I mean, so I just believe when you think about failure, definitely when it comes to a relationship, you and a significant other, whatever case it is, even in a business deal, if you're thinking about failure, it's more likely to happen because you already 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Now, if you just know failure comes, if you just have that notion and that knowing, failure happens. Like death happens. Like that's a part of life. Old people die. Some people with heart problems pass. Like that's just what happens, right? But once you understand that and have that knowing and that just understanding, it won't. I mean, you can't. You won't really be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You'll be like, okay, I'm all in. If I fail, then that's just me with everything. With even with this, when we were chopping it up about this months and months, but then last year some change, and we were just sitting there, bro. We was just brainstorming, just like really locking in, and I said, man, I want to fail. I'd rather fail than try and just and quit. I'd rather fail. I want to make me look bad. I want the you see what I'm saying? But that's just how it works. I think that's just how the world works, and that's how you dig. I want to let me ask. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I want to ask you this on a brighter note. What would you do? Because I be driving, gang, right? I be driving, and my brain just be rolling, right? What would you do with a hotel, like an empty hotel? You feel me? A decent sized hotel. Let's just say like a motherfucking what's some hotel? Like a little Quality Inn hotel. Motherfucking, what would you do with an empty bed, like an empty hotel? What would you do with it?
With an empty building?
Yeah, with the empty. It's still a hotel. What would you do? It's empty though, like abandoned. They just sold it to you. What you doing?
Honestly, off the top, I would probably try to look into given how things are now. One of the things we talked about earlier. One of the things I would try to get some of those people that are restless, may not have a bed and whatnot. I would try to open up the doors and let some of them be in there. I was gonna take a lot of maintenance,
Yeah.
patience, and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
because I know some might be a little bit off the rockers opposed to others, but that's one of the things that I try to do with like an empty hotel.
You know what's crazy? Because what's funny to me is I didn't think shit about them people, but that's bad. That's wrong to say. That's my fault.
It ain't wrong to say. It ain't wrong to say. It ain't.
Yeah, I didn't think nothing about the homeless.
I had something else, but see,
because I just thought about. I ain't gonna lie. First thing I thought about, I'm like a full top floor of my house. I'm making a full top floor of penthouse, and then I'll probably rent out the keep open a hotel for the bottom floor. Full top floor penthouse. That's for me. And then I open the bottom floor, let a few motherfuckers come by, stay for a couple months, whatever the case is. But I thought nothing about the homeless. Maybe I need to get a see, Lord, please don't make me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. He fuck around telling me, oh, okay.
Before I ask you like this other question, I don't know if T-Bone's still on here or not. What's the order? What's the chain of order? Because he said that I'm top 3 when it comes to bad influence inside of the group.
Inside.
It's time to just one. This
bad
really
influence?
better when I read sit down. Yeah. This
you
really
talking bad influence? Oh, you gonna definitely be top 3. I'm gonna say T-Bone first, then you.
No, not Kim first. You.
Not Kim. He's ignorant, bro. Not Kim. He ain't got no filter. So not Kim first. You right. Not Kim, T-Bone, then you, for sure, hands down. Y'all.
You before me, man.
I gotta stay in the house. Me. No. I don't even do shit. Chat, how y'all viewers, how y'all doing?
Do you think that trust and loyalty shit is the same thing?
No, completely different. Yeah, no. Loyalty is because loyalty can kill you, but trust can't. Trust is just something you just did. Like that's just trust can't kill you. I mean, what?
Trust can't kill you.
Yeah, trust is like a promise. I trust that you'll do it, but
promises get broken. Sometimes words don't be bond, though, man.
That's what trust is. Trust is words.
But loyalty, you said trust. You said trust can't kill you, though.
Can't kill you. I don't think trust can, because I can trust that a female gonna do this, but she has loyalty. She has no loyalty with me. Like I'm not her dad. I'm not her.
But
like I can trust.
Where does the idea though of or the sense of that loyalty come from? It stems from.
It can stem from like my little.
Hold on, I can't hear you, gang.
Can you hear me?
Wait, say something.
Yo.
Yeah,
All right. I'll put it simple like this. My loyalty with my lady is because I made a covenant with her. You feel me? Like I made an agreement with her and the God that I believe. You feel me? So because I made a covenant and an agreement with them, with the God, and then with her, that's my loyalty to her. It's not about my trust. The trust can be persuaded to. You feel me? You can
But
trust the opposition. Like people will seek the attention even if it's from the opposition. So trust. I think trust. I'll say this. I won't say trust can get you killed, but I won't say it can't either because it's hard to say because I feel like this trust is just something we throw around like the word love.
I
But
feel
love,
like
you don't
loyalty
understand what
too though.
love is. No, loyalty is completely loyalty
I'm not
is
saying, but
guaranteed
I'm
to you.
not. What I'm not. So I'm not saying that I'm agreeing that trust and loyalty is the same thing. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, I
I
know that. I just are you, but you're saying that trust can kill you too. That's
I
what you're saying.
believe so. Yeah,
Give me
because a
how
lot
do
of
you believe?
time and time again, right? Loyalty or trust, I should say. Let's say most of the time in the organization, like in the mob, right?
Mm-hmm.
People can be persuaded from trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you a lot of time one might not even know if this particular soldier or person is truly loyal to them.
Hold
Let's
on.
say that they may, huh?
Wait, so we talking about the mob?
No. I'm just making shit like an example. You
Well, I'm
feel what
just
I'm
saying,
saying?
but if you're using the mob
One
is
could
only
be
built off loyalty. It's not built off trust. That's why they,
in a sense though, like, cause how does it? Okay, where did it start? So getting the soldiers, getting all of that shit came
well,
from, in a
family,
sense,
family. They were just you're saying that's like you're my blood. So
but that's
I'm loyal to you because you're my blood. He don't kill his daughter or his son because that's his blood. Now he will kill his son. He won't
yeah.
kill his daughter most likely. He will kill his son. You feel me? If you did something to oppose me, but I don't. Whether I trust you or not, it doesn't make me kill you. Disloyalty makes me kill you. Trust is like, okay, I don't trust you anymore. You can't. I don't trust you to carry the money to the stash house. I don't trust you to have this bag. That's not gonna make me kill you. I just don't trust you with my money. But if you turn on me and backdoor me, you have crushed my loyalty with you now. You no longer your loyalty doesn't lie with me anymore. So the loyalty will get you killed 100%. Trust is like, okay, well, distrust just makes me stop messing with you. Stop effing, stop fucking with you. Now I'm done fucking with you. Now you did some whole shit. Cool. I don't
I
trust
damn
you like
near
that.
face you shit for both. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I mean, no. This nigga's out there to face you for both. But I'm just saying, in my opinion,
Yeah,
loyalty
yeah, yeah.
gets you killed no matter what. Trust just gets you. It can get you killed, but
I think
9 times 10 it
disrespect.
just get you. Motherfucker might earth you, punch you up a little bit, but it's like I don't trust you. But you
As
mean
I
disloyalty? It's
as
different.
I said before, like I believe like respect is one of the founding building blocks to it all. Without respect, you have nothing. So
100%.
I believe that you can definitely tie it in the sense like loyalty and disrespect. Like you say, it's the disrespect that can get you faced. It's the loyalty in a sense too. Like you say, sometimes people might, because by blood I'm gonna be loyal to you, you know, and like a certain, to like a certain degree and stuff like that. But in a sense, that's damn near. It ain't really the trust on how motherfuckers should get back door. It's the idea that one thought, okay, maybe I might have trusted them a little bit or not to. Like example, Queso,
Mm.
it's an artist. I believe him and his father, they had did like some type of
Oh yeah, I
hit,
seen that.
or the father has something to do about that. Queso expected loyalty from his father. That's all that
Loyalty,
has been displayed from that
not
point.
trust.
Yeah, and he sold him out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it depends. It's all situational. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to loyalty, because a lot of the time, depending on what's at stake, people fold under pressure. I'm saying that loyalty definitely gets you killed. I'm agreeing, and I'm saying in the sense loyalty can be altered. It can be persuaded depending on the situation, depending on the person. With me personally, and again, over time, asking anybody that's around me that's in my inner circle can vouch that I haven't done no disloyal. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty is something that I hold to a certain standard. Now, when it comes to trust, I've displayed such an immense amount of loyalty, which in a sense radiates trust, but I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, I don't really focus on like the trust in that aspect because I feel like that, you know, compared to loyalty, you know, that shit can be, you know, compromised easier. You know, it is really tricky, but you never really know, man. It's just the beauty of the game, man.
Yeah, trust is something. Loyalty is something for sure, man. But man, bro, we can go. That's the long one because I got so much for it. But you know what? Till next time on that one. But make sure you remind me next time on that one. But
Yeah,
man, to the viewers, man, to the audience, man, the supporters, man, I want to thank y'all for tapping in tonight with us, man. We had a blast, man. Just conversation. Remember, we trying to change lives, change perspectives, and mind thoughts, one conversation at a time, man. Remember, this is the vibe right here, late night talks, whatever the case is, man. It starts right here on this corner of the internet, man. So we appreciate every last one of y'all that tapped in, that showed love, support. You know what I mean? Humble beginnings, right here. You see them, and if you tapped in this, right here, just imagine where we headed. Of course, once again, I'm your host, DeAndre Diamond, and my boy, Fast Twitch there. You feel me? T boy, that's a hell of a host there too, man. So we appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. And once again, man, this is Urban Oasis. Make sure y'all follow us. Man, just continue to tap in and blessings. Peace.
blessings, peace and
Peace.
love, man.
Yeah.
Sleep well, for sure.
Oh.